Hey everybody, how you guys doing on today? Happy Sunday to you all. I pray you guys are doing well on today, guys. Listen, I'm on here real fast to show you guys something that I was not even thinking about doing today, guys. I want to firstly, just give Driven 42 a shout out. Hey girl, hey, how are you? Listen, I was sitting there doing my daughter's hair. I was heading out because I was going out to do some things this after I was doing my daughter's hair. And just to make a long story short, guys, Driven's video popped up about CVS and the 75% off on these items here, guys. And it was the first time that I ever seen Driven on. I think this is the first time I ever seen her on a live or saw her personally, and it's just nice. It was nice to see her face and just put the name with the face and the face with the name, guys. So I just wanted to show these to you real fast and just to give Driven 42 a shout out. And what I'm getting ready to do, guys, is that I brought these here actually for myself. I brought these two items here for myself. And I wanted the blankets. I'm not going to go into much details, guys, because I'm going to actually try these on, guys, so you can see how they actually look. I know we all buy these things, and maybe you guys actually have seen them. Maybe you have pulled them out the box. Maybe you have, of course, when you're designing your baskets and things, we do see them. I don't know about the slippers, but I'm going to actually try these on, guys, and I'm going to come back to you guys to show you what they look like and to have some little chitter chat after doing so. And so what I want to do from here is that I'm going to stop the chitter chatter for right now. I'm going to go try these two items on, the boot and the slippers, and I will be back to show you guys how they look. Okay, so hold on. Okay, guys. Here's the boot. I'm so hot, guys. It's so hot. I don't know why I ain't got the ear on. I don't know why I ain't got the ear on right now. Because I just got it not too long ago, guys. And to be honest, guys, this thing's a little. The slippers, guys. Can you see the slippers? Okay, this is the road, guys. Oh, I'm hot. If I don't get over here and turn this fan on, let me try to take you guys, I guess, down to the slippers. But this is a little snug, guys, and I'm a medium build. I'm medium, might be a little bigger in some places, but I'm a medium build, and this is a little snug, guys. So this is supposed to be one size fits all, fits most, and this is how it's fitting me, guys. And so if somebody's a little bit smaller, okay, but if somebody a little bit more, up there, a little bit more fluffier than me, okay, all right. All right, let me sit down and so you guys can see the slippers, I guess. If it's a big deal or not, but can you guys just see them here? Can you see them here? Okay, all right, let me put you on pause. Okay, let me just go back and sit down. I mean, it's a slipper. Slipper is a slipper. Okay, so these are the slippers, guys. And got my toes here, so, these are the slippers. Okay, okay. All right, so let me go back. I'm going to go back and sit at the table, guys. I'm so hot with this one, but I'm going to talk to you guys. Okay. 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 I'm going to talk to you guys. Gotta turn the air on, guys. I'm hot with this robe on. Ooh, sweating bullets, guys. All right, so I'm going to go back over to the table, get myself cooled off first, and then I'll be back. Woo. Okay, guys, I just turned the ear on. I was a little. Okay, we got the fan. We got big fans, and I have a big, huge fan in the living room where my daughter's at. And, it's not really, really hot, but it's super hot with this robe on. Absolutely. Ooh, I'm like, and then, guys, to you, guys, so I don't know if this is the time. If I have enough time on my video, on my camera here. to talk about some menopause right now, guys. Because Lord, I tell you, hold on a minute. Okay, I must have hit the camera off by accident. But guys, I don't know what I was saying before. I just accidentally turned the camera off. Guys, it's hot with this thing. Let me hurry up. I mean, I got to turn the air on, so I am getting cooled off. But guys, let me tell you something. I think I was going to say something about menopause. Um, Again, yes. Wait a minute. Okay, all right. Stop the presses for a minute. Okay, I'm going to tell you about these here. Okay, I got the robe for myself and the slippers. Now, I said I wanted to try it for myself at first. No, at first I said, you know what, I don't buy a lot, I don't do a lot of gifts with these in them, but you can pair them up. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, with one or two items, and at least on my end, how I'm going to be doing things, with 5 items and under, with my gifts, or just one individualized gift. Is Are things that I'm going to be doing. But anyway, I don't typically buy these, but Chicken 42 was on today. I'm sitting in there doing my daughter's hair. We get ready to get out the door. And I was watching something in her video. And I saw her off on the side, in the feed. And I was like, Driven. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, have never seen her before. And it said it was a live. So I put on the live. And she was talking about the CVS. And I was like, okay. I'm like, you know what? Oh, Driven, don't get me up here in the CVS. I'm trying to chill for right now. I'm trying not to be out there all out and because these you guys, the ones that do like the really bigger, you know, who they are, LB and how Driven from what I see now, and designer with Nessa. We got those that do that, and it's not like we can't do it ourselves, even if we don't make as many gifts or big gifts like these, like those two. But on my end, I really don't buy these type of things. But I said, you know what, maybe I will. I don't know. And I said, you know what, you're giving us the 411 on this. But I'm heading out there. I'm going to Target. I was out there to find my daughter some clothes again. I found a boatload of clothes, thankfully, on today, some summer items, and CVS was right across the street, and I'm like, should I or should not? Should I or should not? I said, okay, let me just go ahead in. So I went in, and they were right there at the door, guys. They were right there at the door, and I was like, okay, I had to go all the way in the back because I did a video last year, and I'm trying to think if it was Christmas. I don't think it was Valentine's Day. I don't. No, it might have been after Christmas because I said I can use these for Valentine's Day because I was looking, I was keeping my eye out on these items here, and I did a video on that because I said, well, if these go on sale, I want to be in the store because I like these blankets. I really these are so amazing. These are nice and they're really nice quality, guys. $24.99, $6.25. They were 75% off. I know a lot of us know because it went through. It probably went viral. Thanks to Driven 42. With everybody just chiming on because I saw a lot of videos afterwards. That where people were putting up that they were, that they heard that from Driven. But anyway, I only got 4, guys. I got 4 of the blankets. I got 1 pair of the slippers. I got 1 robe. And I said, let me just see for myself if it's worth, I'm not going to say if it's worth. Because, yes, they are worth it to some degree. Depending on, the reason why I did the fitting is just so we all can see how they actually fit up. I don't know if anybody else has done that. But, so we can know moving forward that if we have somebody, that could wear this actual size, from what I'm doing here, to see how they are actually fitting. And I didn't get none of the slippers, guys, because I never buy any shoe items. I stay away from that because if somebody wants something, I'm just going to go out and get it because I don't want to stockpile those things, and I don't have anybody to really buy those. May not have anybody to buy those actual shoe sizes because they're small, medium, large. And you might have something in your stockpile that somebody may not be able to use, and I just don't know. I just don't know if I would be able to get those, from out of my stockpile. So I just depend on God, Lord, supply my every need according to you. Just supply me up with some slippers, in case somebody needs some slippers. So that's why I don't bring slippers and shoes and stuff into my stockpile. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of them, to be honest. And so, and the same with robe, but see, these robes is one size fits most. I think that's what was on the box. One size fits most. So on me, it's really snug. It's kind of snug on me, guys. And and again, I'm medium size, so just so you guys get a little preview. If you haven't seen it, this is how they fit up. And so I'm gonna be done with this. I just went out to CVS. Oh, let me tell you what the guy told me. He said, "I'm glad somebody buying these things because they were sitting here in front of the store." He said, "Because these have been sitting here since December." I said, "These been sitting here since December, really?" I said, "Well, I was in here in December when you guys had them, but see, I don't think I've been back. No, I definitely been back at least once or twice. And they were still sitting on the shelf. This time they had them in the front of the store, like, look, they right here. See, they're 75% off. They had them on the table, but back on the shelves, they didn't have 75% off. So I didn't think that they were, after Christmas, because when I did the video, I have to go back and see what that video was. I said, I'm going to go back because these things are nice. They look really, really nice, but I never saw them on sale until today. And he said, these things been sitting here ever since December. He said, I'm so glad somebody is buying. He said, you buying a lot. He said, I'm so glad to see these things going. I said, I'll tell you what, what's the word to go? But if I like what I like, I'll be back to get some more. And especially if they, go down to 90% or whatever, I'll definitely be back. So I was surprised. He said, they had them for a long time. And he said, they just been sitting here since December and nobody's really buying them. And I'm like, okay, all right, well, I'm not blank because I know I'm going to be buying me some of those. So, okay, I'm done with that. All right, so I picked me up these things and I just, again, a shout out to Drippin' Fortitude. Hey, girl, hey. I know we don't know each other personally, but, I see you, you comment on my videos and I thank you for, watching my videos and I do see you from time to time. And I was really happy to see you today as, doing a live because I never seen your face. And it's so nice to put the name with the face with the name, which way you want to say it. And it was so nice to see you. You look so pleasant. And, it's, we got everybody out here at CVS, I'm sure, on the day. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what's going on here with the CVS. I guess I can call it a haul, y'all. CVS haul for me. This kind of small, this big, small for me. And I know it's not big for y'all, but small for me. But anyway, guys, I'm sitting here with this robe on. Let me loosen it up a little bit. Got the ear on, guys, and I'm hot because I'm going through hot flashes like I don't know what. I'm just like, I'm sitting there in the store, even to pick out these things. I was like, you know what? I was like, it's so hot in here. I was in Target, and the lady in front of me, she must have been going through hot flashes too. Maybe you and the guy, I don't know, but he did say it was hot, so it wasn't me. He was like, yeah, it's hot in here too. I said, oh. When he said something, I said, well, it ain't me and her going through hot flashes because he's a guy. And I said, so it must be really hot right now in the store because it was so hot in the cashier checkout line in Target. So anyway, when I was telling y'all I wasn't feeling it, Mother's Day, when I was like, I'm not feeling it. I just can't get myself motivated to get myself geared up to do my Mother's Day gifts. I just couldn't do it. And it was just, I want to talk about menopause, y'all, because I said I was going to do this one day on my channel, and it's no time like the present. So I'm going to just talk about it right now. I got my robe on, and like it's a menopause, like a real menopause thing going on, where you're just sitting down and you're just like, look, give me the remote control, give me some chocolate. Let me just look at me some movies. That's what I did yesterday. Let me just look at me some movies. But right now, I don't know what to say right now. Because menopause, y'all, it's the right name. Because I'm like, look, menopause will make you pause. Will make you pause on your life for a few minutes. Make you pause and be like, what's going on? Menopause puts you on pause for a minute. Because sometimes you just be trying to figure out, like, what in the world? Wait a minute, let me go and pause for a minute. I'm trying to figure out right now what's happening to me. I'm trying to figure it out. Menopause affects people differently. it affects people differently, guys. And it's not really, really, really bad for me, guys. I'm gonna be honest because I don't have night sweats. I don't sweat at night. You know, in the beginning, I had I had one really, really major sweat, and it took me by surprise because I was sweating so much, and it felt like I was in a heat furnace, and I didn't know I had just gotten my daughter. Guys, I have a daughter with special needs, and I had just gotten her bathed and was getting ready. I was just getting all of a sudden I felt like I was on fire. Not like flames, like burning, but it was the heat, and it was just overtaking me. And I was trying to do her, and all of a sudden I had to take all my clothes off. I took them off. Oh my God. I had to take all my clothes off, run in the bathroom, get a towel, wrap a towel so I could just have something covering me. And the sweat was just pouring down off. This is about 3 years ago. This is when it really, really got to the point where I said, you know what, I hope I don't have to ever deal with this after this one episode. I hope I don't be sweating like this, guys, because it was dripping. When I say dripping, it was just dripping. Everything. I was soaking wet from head to toe. And so that was the only major um, time where I was actually sweating profusely like that. But after that, I was, just dealing with heat, not necessarily at night, but early in the morning, about between 4 or 5, for a couple of hours, I would just feel so weird, and it would just come on suddenly about, I feel like I don't want to get out of bed. I don't really feel like it. It was kind of depressed mode. And I said, you know what? See, I know what's going on. I know this is a hormonal thing, and this is how I had to get around it because I had to recognize and I had to address it for what it was. That it was hormonal, and this is affecting, my mood right now. And once I got up, I was fine. And I said, I can't understand it. I said, I can't understand it for a couple hours. I'll just wake up and I would just, at times, when I get up, sometimes, pray or read or something. But I just, okay, guys, I'm back again. I had to clear my camera out. My camera shut off again because I had to clear my camera out. I had to get everything back. What I do is I record on my camera, guys, and then I transfer over to my laptop. I don't do a lot of stuff on my phone. I record on my phone, and basically that's about it. I record on my phone, take pictures, and get phone calls. But I don't do a whole lot of activity on my phone. I don't trust it, guys. So I transfer everything over to my laptop. And so this is what I just had to do just a few minutes ago. My phone shut off, and while I was sitting for this stuff to download into my computer, guys, I got just sleepy. I'm so sleepy right now. Let me just finish up this video so I can just go and just, guys, I'm telling you, I was talking about menopause right before everything shut down. And I tell you, I think I was talking about how hot everything. It's a lot to say. It's a lot to say, and I'm definitely going to do a video geared towards menopause. Just one straight video. I was talking about CVS here, and I don't want to make this video too much longer. But guys, I tell you, menopause affects everybody differently, and I'm trying to think where I left off. I was talking about heat, how the hot flashes came on and how they come on. I had that one big, wait a minute, hold on, see this, I had to get my daughter. I'm totally quiet on the set in here back here, but hold on. Oh, let's see this child. All right, next time, I just ain't gonna, I'm just yelling at y'all, be quiet, just quiet on the set, okay? Because I don't want to accidentally turn the camera off, messing around with her. But yeah, in the morning times, guys, I just want to say real fast. In the morning, again, menopause affects everybody differently, guys. And I haven't been feeling like, like for Mother's Day, I'm just like, I just can't get into it. I just can't. And I didn't realize it was my hormones that was messing with me because, see, this is a little bit different. Because back in February, I started feeling a certain kind of way. And what goes on with my hormones, it's hormonal fluctuations, with your estrogen in your body, and as you get older, your estrogen drops down. So, and this is where all the hot flashes and all this stuff comes from. But back in February, I started feeling a little something going on because I just feel it in the morning times. It kind of, it, before I get up in the morning, like I could wake up. Like if I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm fine. If I get up and go to the ladies' room, come back, but I go right to sleep. But around five, I'm gonna say around five, between 5 and 7, it's just like if I happen to wake up and I'm just like, oh, and when my hormones are fluctuating, it's not all the time. This is not every day, all the time. It's just sometimes like we get into these different blocks of time. For me, it could be from anywhere from 1 week to maybe up to 3 months where I'm dealing with like in the morning time. It's like when I go to get up, I just feel, I almost feel like it's I think God, I know Jesus. I think I'm telling you, when you go through menopause, I know everybody says different, but I pray you get to know the Lord before it happens, before you start going through menopause. I hope you get to know because I tell you, I have to encourage myself a lot when I get to this point, when I get to this mode, and you see why people, I can see how some people, some women are in challenging situations when it comes to, we hear a lot of people doing, things, some things, and I'm just like, I wonder if it's because of menopause. I wonder if it's because of the hormonal fluctuation, and now it's being talked about a lot more. I see it a lot more in America, and I see a lot of programs coming on now about menopause because this is a major issue, for women, and we got to be aware of what's going on with our body and why we feel the way that we feel. Because back in my 40s, I was dealing with stuff, and I come to find out just a couple of years ago now I'm pushing 60, and I'm just finding out that I was going through perimenopause, but none of my physicians told me anything. Now I have a cousin. Like guys, okay. I hope I remember where I just said. I know I'm kind of all over the place. I just want to say my cousin is a professor. She's a nursing professor in her school. I mean, and that's what her career is. And so we were talking one day, and she said, a lot of doctors don't want to tell women when they're going through menopause because it might begin to make them feel like, oh, I'm getting older, I'm getting this and I'm getting that. And I'm like, you can't withhold information from that while we're sitting here trying to figure out, we're all Googling and trying to figure out on the computer, we're talking to people, we're talking, and this would save us a lot of time if our doctors would tell us, that maybe, you're going through menopause and we need to do some testings instead of not saying nothing at all because honestly, none of my doctors told me anything, not even my 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 gynecologist. I'm telling them like, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I know forgetting, I didn't know it had anything to do with menopause. I just thought it had something to do with getting older, which it was, kind of goes hand in hand. But God, just to make a long story short, when my cousin told me that, I was like, I'm not saying everybody does that, but she said she knows a lot of doctors. She's around a lot of that profession. She said, oh, and she said, to be honest, she said, I don't like to tell women when we're going through it. And I'm like, I feel like you should. Why wouldn't my doctor would say you may be going through that regardless of how I might be taken, that's my body, and that will alleviate us from doing a lot of things, trying to figure out, are we going crazy? Because back in my 40s, I had no idea that it was perimenopause. But see, had somebody told me that, that would have took a lot of pressure off of me, and I kind of would have understood, things a little bit better. So anyway, to make a long story short, I couldn't believe my cousin told me that. But going through menopause, guys, and dealing with certain things, as I was saying back with Mother's Day, I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. I was just like, I ain't trying to do nothing. I ain't excited about it. I ain't excited like I was as I usually am. And this is the first time it struck me like that. And I was saying, what's wrong with me? I said, put your for a minute. Hold on. Okay. I said, it's just I see. I thought. What was I saying? Um, Oh, about Mother's Day, I believe that's where I was at. Once again, I want to keep talking about that. I just wasn't excited like I'm usually am when it comes to, being, in this, doing what I'm doing. It was the first time that I was just unexcited and just didn't care, And so I'm still trying to get out of it. I'm still trying to get out of that space. I'm doing better, and I can tell when I start to have the hot flashes, I'm coming to that end where things are kind of leveling off, and then I'll get back into that happy space again. Get back into that space where I'm usually at. So again, it just affects us so differently, and we just got to be aware. I just want to say real quick before I close out right here that when we get into our 40s, and I'm going to just say I was dealing with forgetfulness. I was dealing with extreme tiredness where I was almost to the point of being debilitated for like 3 to 4 days. I was still having my cycle, but it was like I could tell when my cycle was when I was getting ready to have my cycle that 2 weeks prior it was just excessive. That tiredness where I just could not do anything. And I thank God that I was home. I was home at that time, and my daughter was off to school, and I could actually go and lay back down and go to sleep. I couldn't, almost felt like I couldn't function because I was excessively tired. And so I brought that to my doctor, and they never even said anything about that. I was having heart palpitations. You know, uh, uh, Not at that time, but as a couple of years went past, I began to have heart palpitations really bad. Come to find out, that's one. That's everybody don't get that. I had to go see a cardiologist to figure out what was going on, and thank God he said you got an excellent heart. He said your heart. Everybody always told me that, even during my earlier years, they was like your heart, you got a baby heart, that your heart is really really strong, and I thank God for that because it would make my blood pressure go up. And see, that was one of the reasons why I had to take. I was on blood pressure medicine because it was my hormones that was making my heart palpitate, and it was raising my blood pressure up. It was one of the reasons. Now, I'm not saying it was a whole entire reason, but it was a big, big part. And I noticed, see, I've recently come off of my blood pressure medicine because now my hormones are becoming more stable. But just to make a long story short, these are some of the symptoms that some people may not ever go through this, but these were mine. And I found out that the heart palpitations and my blood pressure was being raised up because of my hormone. It was hormone related. So, guys, I just want to say, that in short, since we're dealing with, I just, I'm all over the place right now. But, that's what menopause will do to you sometimes. But then, it's going to be all right because I always stay in a positive attitude. Okay, quiet on the set, Sienna. Quiet on the set, girl. Quiet on the set. Shh. Okay. So, we just gotta realize that, this is not for everybody. This doesn't affect everybody the same way that it affects me. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put that. I keep forgetting where I'm at, guys, because I'm tired. Okay, and that's one of the things that I've been dealing with too. I just been really tired lately. So I just want to end here, guys. I just had to tell you about a little snippet about what I have been dealing with over the last few months, and I'm just looking to finally get through this phase here, which I think is on its way out, and I'm just going to keep on moving, guys. I'm just going to keep on moving because I just thank God, and I just pray for anybody who is going through a similar situation as I am, because a lot of times you can't pinpoint it, and people are they just don't understand. And some people can do self-harm to themselves if they don't fully understand. It's important to talk to your doctor when you're dealing with things in your body, you can't quite figure it out. And you may be in this phase in your life that, but it could be no, I'm not crazy. I'm not losing my mind. I'm not, my body, I'm hot all the time. What's wrong with that for? You got to just go talk to your doctor, talk to somebody, and try to manage that because, again, it affects people differently. And I'm so glad that I have a relationship with the Lord because I tell you, if I I haven't been able to bring scriptures back and have my music on and just do certain things. I'm just like, Lord, I don't know where I would be. I don't know where I would be right now. I don't know where I would be, but I just thank God I'm still here, guys. So I'm going to end this video right now. And it's kind of all over the place, guys. Just know, I'm going through what I'm going through right now. It's going to be all right, okay? So, until the next video, guys. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to sit down. I ain't got nothing else to do right now. I'm gonna put some things out. Happy Memorial Day. I was gonna do a cake, guys, but I think I'm gonna do a little quick cake on tomorrow. But if I don't get on tomorrow, happy pre-Memorial Day, and I pray that you guys are enjoying your unofficial start to the summer. We're almost summer, almost time for kids to get out of school right now. So we gotta gear ourselves up, moms. We gotta gear ourselves up. Well, you guys gotta gear yourselves up. I'm already, in my space right now. But I'm gonna go in here and just relax, guys. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna download this video, get it going. Maybe I'll check some of you guys' videos out for right now. Right now, I'm just gonna chill and I'm just gonna relax, okay? All right, so until the next video, guys, you bless as always. Have an amazing day.